Winter Wonderland Village by Negin Parvizi. Ingredients and equipment. To make 3 village houses, you need a plate or a platter to display your village, 1 tube of white icing, 1 packet of nice biscuits, small packs of ice gems, chocolate buttons, star mix jellies and Smarties, icing sugar, this is optional, a wooden chopping board to work on, a teaspoon and a dinner knife. Step 1. Preparing our icing. First, let's prepare our icing tube. Remove the icing tube from the packaging and screw on the plain piping tip to the tube. We will be using the icing as a glue to stick our biscuits together. Step 2. Making our house. For every house, you need 7 biscuits. Take them out of the packet and have them ready. We need 3 biscuits to make the roof. Number 1. First we start by putting icing on either side of our biscuit. The icing goes on the short sides. Number 2. Then we put some icing on the top of our second biscuit. Number 3. Next, stick the 3 biscuits together to form a triangle. Number 4. Press them down very gently. Now put them to one side to dry a little bit. Step 3. Putting the walls together. We start by putting our icing on the long edges of the biscuit. Then we stick our 2 biscuits on either side to make the walls of the house. Next, we need to make the back wall. Take a biscuit and place the icing on the short edges of the biscuit. Now stick the back wall biscuit to the side walls of the house. You now have the walls of your village house. To prepare for the roof, place 2 lines of icing on the top of the walls of the house. Step 4. Putting the house together. Gently place your roof structure on the top of your walls. Be careful not to push down too hard. They are biscuits after all. Well done. Your first house is ready. Now make 2 more houses. Once you have all 3 houses, place them on your plate or platter. Give them 10 minutes to dry out and become more stable. Step 5. The people in the village. First, we will put our little people into our village. Open your star mix pack and remove the little jelly bears. Next, place a small dot of icing on the bottom of your little bear and stick them down onto your plate. Now do that with all the bears, and you'll have little bears in front of your village houses. Step 6. Decorating the roofs. Remove all the sweets from the different packs. This way you know exactly what sweets you have and you can mix and match them. You can stick the sweets to the roofs of the houses by placing a small dot of icing on each sweet and sticking it on. Now have lots of fun mixing and matching the sweets to make yummy roofs. Be careful not to press down too hard on the biscuits. Now go to town and have lots of fun. Step 7. Filling in the gaps. Swap your plain nozzle for the star nozzle, which is part of your pack. Now go around and fill in all the spaces around the sweets with little icing stars. You can practice on a little plate first before you start. You can also add little stars to the front of your house, anywhere you like really. Step 8. Making ice and snow. To make the ice and snow, we need to thin down the icing. Place a nice big blob of your icing, a good teaspoon, on a plate. Now add less than half a teaspoon of water and mix your icing until it becomes a bit runny. Your icing should pour slowly from your teaspoon. Step 9. Making our icy houses. Use the back of the house to practice on. Take a teaspoon of icing and gently pour it to the edges of the roof. You can use a cocktail stick or a toothpick if it's easier. When you feel more confident, move to the front of the house and place the icing on the edges of the roof. This does take a bit of time, so be patient. The results will be worth it. Adding more ice. Once you've added the ice to your house, you can move on to the front of your houses. Use a teaspoon to pour the remaining runny icing in front of the houses, in the houses, and on your plate to create ice. Step 10. Adding the snow. Finally, to finish off your winter village, sift some icing sugar, if you have any, all over the village. This will create the snow. That's it. You're all done. I hope you enjoyed making your winter Wonderland village. Don't forget to send in your photographs. I can't wait to see them.